Barcelona 1, PSG 2. You know what, yeah? This PSG team is like the most formed team in the world right now. Like, they give that vibe of super strikers. I don't know if you guys were confident of like super strikers growing up, but like they are just that team. Like, you know that regardless of what is going on, regardless of whatever crisis in terms of like injury and all that, like that team will always turn up. Like till tomorrow, yeah, I still can't explain the mystery behind Chelsea having to conquer PSG in that World Cup final, that Club World Cup final, because the team is too the team is too compact for that type of loss. I feel like if a deeper investigation is done, right, we would see that maybe there was some sort of maybe something they had to eat before the match, or maybe there was because with the way PSG played Barcelona today, despite missing players, right, you can see that Luis Enrique is that coach. Luis Enrique is he's him. Like you can't take that fact away from him. Like Luis Enrique has formed this team in a way that you need something special to actually break down the team. Like it's not a team that you meet and then you play the regular type of football and just win. Like it has to be so you have to do something special. And when you do that special thing, body will tell you. Just the same way now, body they tell Chelsea because since that Club World Cup final, Chelsea hasn't recovered. But moving on from that, right? I know most of the time I say things like football is gone, and I say that because nowadays there seems to be a lot of overthinking that coaches imply or implement into their formation, their tactics, how they set up the team, how they set up the players and all that. But when you watch Hansi Flick and when you watch Luis Enrique put their team together, right? It gives you that hope that maybe football is not gone, because these coaches they play their players in the right spots. They play their players in a position where they know that these players will strive, like these players will bring, like it will bring out the best in them. And you saw how the game went like end to end, attack me, I attack you. And despite it being an attacking free flow football, there were still some we still saw some defensive masterclass. So like these two coaches have proven now that, and it's not just in this game, over time, even last season, even the trophies PSG won, they've proven to us that you can have a defensive structured team, but it wouldn't still stop you from being free flow attacking. Not the rubbish that Ateta, Maresca, Amorim, all these new modern day managers are doing. Like, and this is why I respect the OGs. This is why I respect, coaches like Mourinho, coaches like Luis Enrique, coaches like Hansi Flick, coaches like even Antonio Conte. Like, these are men that actually you see that these are coaches. Like, they go into the game, they're making real proper substitutions and all that. They are making tactical changes. They are like, you can see the tactical fight that these coaches are putting out on the pitch. And then moving on to the game itself. So the only player from that PSG team that I'll say he really needs to work on himself is Bakola, because that guy is just Sonic. I don't know if you guys know Sonic the Hedgehog. Like, that guy he does everything 10 over 10 except finishing. Like, finishing, I feel like, is his greatest weakness. And that shouldn't be so. I mean, at the end of the day, he wouldn't be starting if, the starting 11 players were fit. So I can't even say much on that right now. But at the end of the day, the players who we know would turn up ended up turning up. You see that what's that, their right back and left back again, Hakimi and Nuno Mendes. Yeah, see those two players, right? They are the greatest right back and left back in the world as it stands right now. And they don't just play right back, like they play right back, they play right wing back. They're giving you 100 over 100 in the attack, they're giving you 100 over 100 in the defense. Although, you would notice that they seem to struggle with recovery on time, especially Hakimi. Hakimi is the type of player that once he goes forward, it's until something is drastically going wrong behind it before you see him like going back. So they really know how to they've mastered that position. And Nuno Mendes, you can't take it away from him. Like, he has shown us that him pocketing Lamine in that Euros final was not a fluke, because he did it again today. I think the only time he made a mistake against Lamine was when he mistimed the ball and then barged into Hakim, which led to the yellow card. But you can see that despite the yellow card, Luis Enrique can't take him off the pitch because he knows what Nuno Mendes has to offer. He had to bring in the other left back, Hernandez, right, and then moved Nuno to play as the left winger. So you can see how goals and assists come from these two players, and then you ask yourself, so what are all these other coaches that complain about players being players not fitting into their system? Like, what are they doing on the coaching ground? Because Luis Enrique is an example of what a modern day coach should be. He came into PSG. PSG was starstruck. I mean, Neymar, Mbappe, Messi, like, who did they not have? Ramos. But he came in, he saw that this team, we're not going to move forward with the look at the young stars. The amount of faith Luis Enrique puts in young stars, right? No other manager has ever done it. Like, he, despite the injury, he didn't let that like affect his principles as a coach, because the principle is not the players. Really, the principle is you as a coach. Any player that is being handed to you, even if that player doesn't deliver like 10 over 10 of what your principle is, but the fact that that player has been with you in several coaching sessions, you should be able to translate your principle into that player. And Luis Enrique has shown that he knows how to translate his principles into young players. Look at the number of young players that he brought in today. Even still yet, that is it, Makalu or something like that, the starting striker today, he got a goal. And he didn't just get a goal like by luck or by deflection. Like, it was a well-worked PSG goal. So that's to show you that all of these other managers, Amorim precisely, that they are waiting for them to change the entire 22-man squad before you can start to see their football on the pitch. It's a no. That's crap. So PSG, like, they're the first team now to beat Barcelona like three away games in a row, and that shows progress. That should, like, PSG right now, they're the best team in the world. You can't take that away from them, and I'm just super excited to see how they were able to show their dominance and their principle despite the amount of injuries they had prior to the game. I mean, Barcelona too have their fair share of injuries, but I feel like that Barcelona team, that high line it hinders them. Like, the tactics, that highland formation hinders the team from playing well when certain key players are missing. And I know a lot of people praise Rashford today but Rashford today was just boom. Like, he's the guy. The guy just, I mean, well, the guy was just all over the place, but I didn't see any special Marcus Rashford-esque type of performance. I feel like the guy just, he just knows how to show up. He just knows how to take on players. Like, he's very good at like, once you play a team that is not sitting back. Marcus Rashford is that guy, So he got an assist today, Shout out to him, kudos to him for that. Lamine, man, that guy's actually a baller, I can't lie. But I just hope, the whole I just hope like it doesn't get to him so that he can properly focus and really achieve what he's meant to achieve, because uh we can already see from this season who the next Ballon d'Or winner would most likely be, which is Kylian Mbappe, because he's not smiling this season. Like, Kylian is, in that name, he's ready to kill. Kylian is about to Kylian all of us all the way to that Ballon d'Or. So it now leaves me thinking, when then will it be Lamine's turn? So that's my thought on today's game for the PSG, Barcelona versus PSG. And my man of the match today, man of the match has to be Nuno Mendes, man. That guy, like, did you see his run leading to was it an assist or a pre-assist that led to their first goal? Bro, those guys, and then what's his name, Hakimi, providing the assist to the second goal to Ramos. Like, bruh, those players, those two players are the players that if they get injured at the same time, PSG would, like, it would affect the structure of PSG as a team. It will affect how they play on the pitch, because I mean, at the end of the day, it might not affect, because we never know. Luis Enrique can just bring a random youngster from the PSG youth academy, and they could even provide more than Hakimi and Nuno Mendes they provide on the pitch. So you can't even really say, or force it on the players and say that they are the pillar of the team. But from what I watched them, like the performance I watched them put out on the pitch, I can give it to them and say that yo, PSG, they are that team. They are goated, man. So yeah, you guys engage in the comment section. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you guys in the weekend for the Man U Sunderland game. Peace out.